We are going to go now to Hay, where more than 1,000 people were evacuated yesterday afternoon, and not without controversy. The levee around the town is a certain height, certainly the levee that's been certified. They've had to extend the levee, make it higher, but that extension has not been engineer certified. So the SES has taken what it believes to be the most sensible path to get those people out overnight, but it hasn't gone down especially well in some parts. Let's find out what's happening in Hay at the moment. Kaya Handley is there, and she is an ABC producer. Hello, Kaya.
Good morning.
How are things at the moment?
Well, I'm actually in Deniliquin because we aren't allowed into Hay because of the evacuation order, but things are looking all right. The majority of people I talk to have complied with the SES's evacuation order. I've been told that there are still a lot of people who have stayed in their homes in Hay, but the SES is still urging them to evacuate as the river has not reached its peak and is not expected to do so until tomorrow.
Tell us more about the levee and the raising of the levee and why there's that element of controversy here with this evacuation.
Well, the river is currently at 8.95 metres as of 9 o'clock this morning, and this is well above the design height of the levee. As you mentioned in your introduction, the council has built on top of the levee and strengthened it, but it hasn't been certified by an engineer, so the SES does not want to take any chances, and if it did break, the whole town would be under and there would be hundreds of homes that would be inundated with water.
How are the residents feeling, though?
There's been mixed feelings here. A lot of the people who have evacuated are thankful that they've done so. They're very happy with the setup of the temporary accommodation centre down here, with more than 250 people have been helped in Deniliquin. A lot of them have been housed off-site in hotels and caravan parks in Deniliquin, and 30 or 40 have been, of the overflow, have stayed here the night at the evacuation centre. So there's mixed feelings. Obviously, when I was talking to the SES when they were door knocking yesterday afternoon, they said, every other house, there was a bit of cynicism about whether or not they should be leaving and whether they should be being told what to do. But the majority of people were thankful for the advice that they were given and were making up their own minds as to whether or not they would stay or go.
I have noticed this morning that the SES has actually been tweeting, trying to clarify that the levee has not been breached, contrary to some reports. I'll just read from a message that's come out. It's actually on the SES's Facebook page. It came out 2 hours ago now. There are reports that the levee at Hay has been breached. The New South Wales SES would like to clarify that the levee is continuously being inspected by the SES and Council and that there is definitely no breach of the levee at Hay. Have you heard much about that, about the rumour mill?
No, I haven't. Talking to people up here, they're very much out of what's going on in Hay. They're being told what they're being told through the officials up here, so through their newsletter that they're getting sent out at about lunchtime today and through announcements over the evening meal. And they've been told that the levee is not breaching, and from the SES, it hasn't been breached yet. Okay,
so what's likely to happen throughout the rest of today and tonight?
Well, they're still predicting that the Bureau of Meteorology is predicting the river to peak at 9 metres late tonight or early tomorrow morning. It has slowed down. The river rise has slowed dramatically. Yesterday it rose very quickly, but it's slowed down now. They're predicting that it could take, once it reaches the peak, it'll just slowly bubble away there and then slowly start to recede. So they're still expecting people to be evacuated for up to 7 to 10 days as the water slowly recedes, even if the levee holds.
So that would be how many people roughly being evacuated for that length of time, more than a week?
Well, there's over 2,000 people in Hay, so whoever has left their homes will continue to be evacuated. Talking to Superintendent Carl Stewart, who's the manager of the temporary accommodation centre here in Deniliquin, they feel about 1,000 residents have left that have registered. Obviously, there's more that could have left without having followed the procedure and registered at the evacuation centres.
Wow, it's another major, isn't it? Another major operation. Thank you. I know that you'll be keeping us posted. And if you're in the affected areas, then you can expect regular updates through ABC Riverina on or after the news on the hour.
Absolutely. absolutely.
Thank you, Kaya. Kaya Handley, she's an ABC producer and she's in Deniliquin at the moment where those residents of Hay have been evacuated.